All right, check out this sick garden box right here. This is 3 months from finishing it, so 3 months of use now. We weren't really expecting it to turn out to be so cool. We were really just looking for a creative way to reuse the kitchen sink water. So right behind it, this is a 384 square foot outdoor space that we built. Has a full kitchen in there and basically our living room, complete with sectional and TV. This is where we spend, I don't know, most of our awake time hanging out in there and just doing day-to-day life. So we have a kitchen sink that's kind of like, boom, right over here, and we wanted a cool way to recycle that water. So we decided to build this garden box that has a 100-gallon chamber in the bottom of it, so that way the water can be reused for these plants, and then whatever's left can just leach back into the ground. So we're a family of 5, just doing off-grid stuff, trying to make day-to-day living easier and just find simpler ways to do things. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, like, follow, and subscribe, and keep watching, because the rest of this video is to show you how to build one of these super cool water recyclers that you could use if you have an outdoor kitchen sink or outdoor shower, or you want to put one in and you want something creative to do with the water. So keep watching, we're going to show you how to do that. Thanks. All right, today we are going to be building a raised bed garden box recycling water contraption. We're not sure if it'll turn out the way we want it to, but that's how we do everything in life. So we're excited to see. Basically, if you've been following the channel, we just did an update on our outdoor space, which has our kitchen with our sink in it, our fridge, and yeah, where we can just do life outside now. We love it. But we need something to do with the sink water when it comes down the drain, and we hate for it to just go to waste. So we're going to be building this to hopefully recycle the water. We'll build this garden box, and then my wife can put, you know, herbs, flowers, whatever she wants to in here. That's kind of the point, whatever makes her happy. I'll just build it for her. So the idea is when the water runs out, it'll come down here, it'll run in the end of this chamber, and then kind of sit in here as it either reabsorbs back into the soil or the plants are able to use it to grow. This chamber holds about 100 gallons of water. So simple math, I think our faucet flows a little less than 2 gallons a minute, but if we just go 2 gallons a minute and 100 gallons holding capacity, we can run the faucet for 50 minutes straight before filling this up. And we rarely do that. Normally when we do dishes, I don't know, we're going for 15 minutes or so. So this should work well in theory. And so now we're going to try to prove that or redo it later. But that's what we're going to get into today. So let's get going. We'll build it out of some 2x8s. We're going to build it slightly larger than the box itself so that we can put soil and some rock and stuff like that around it. Yeah, and we'll see how this turns out. We're not building anything spectacular here, just trying to go for a simple garden box. We're going to stand these up, we'll attach them with a couple boards, kind of level the whole thing out, and then put all the sides on, throw that thing in the center, and keep on trucking. So now that we have these done, we'll start cutting the sides and go from there. All right, now we have our sides cut and put on here. What's the name of that thing?
Plastic thing?
All right, we have our sides on. We ended up cutting these to 3.5 feet because the chamber measures just at 3 feet wide. So I went with 3.5 just to give ourselves a little bit of space on either side of it. We put the sides on, just kind of squared up the box a little bit, got it square to the deck. And now what we're about to do is put these end caps on this. We'll screw those in place, and then once we do, we'll pick it up, set it inside. And the next step will then be to finish running the range down the bottom of the ramp. And then we're going to come over kind of at a 90 end of here, and then through one of those caps so that it'll be ready. After that, it'll just be putting dirt and things like that in here to get her going. And this is why it's important to always check the level of your battery and switch it when it gets low, because this would have gone much faster if I had just changed this dead battery. So we have our drain pipe. We had it coming to right here, waiting to get this installed before we finished it out. So I did just get under there to make the connection, and you never know what you're going to find around here. Hulk's hand was just waiting for me over there. I guess Hulk's fist. So I think my kids will be very happy that they get this back. But like all good plans, it never goes how you think it's going to. I thought we were just minutes away from having the pipe finished. However, I have one less 90-degree elbows that I need. So we'll be cutting it. I have the pipe running to right here right now. It's ready to come over into the box, but I'm missing that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this section just so that I can get as much done as I can. And then I get another trip to the hardware store, because who doesn't love stopping mid-project to run back to the hardware store to get like a $2 piece that you need to finish it up. So that's where we're at right now. I'm excited. I'll go ahead and get this cut. We have to drill a hole in here, try to get the angle right, so that way we go right into the top-ish of this chamber is what we're looking to do. That way, as it fills and everything, it is it's above that. So it's supposed to work that way, pretty sure. Not a plumber, but a dude that just does things. Yeah, so we'll keep going with that. Hopefully within the next, I don't know, couple hours, we'll have this part wrapped up and be able to start using this tonight. Ta-da! Through the magic of video editing, you did not have to ride to the hardware store with me to go get this one little piece, but now we have it. So we're going to get this glued so that the drain pipe is complete, running into here. And all we really have left after that is, well, I don't know. We were thinking about doing some sediment, what's it called? Like the screen, the sediment screen that looks like the weed blocker, but it's for dirt, and putting that over here so that way soil and things like that can't run inside of these louvers. But I don't know, we might just roll the dice because we just love risking it like that. And we thought, you know what, maybe we just go without it and we fill this thing with some wood chips, because we have tons of those. And so we fill some wood chips in here and then put some soil on top of that and throw our plants in it, see how it goes. Worst case scenario is it doesn't work out well, and then we just redo it later, and we love redoing projects. Just kidding. So anyways, let's get to work because the sun's going down. My kids are on the way home. My wife will be back soon. Hopefully she is happy with the video that I got on the phone. And we are going to wrap this up, clean up our tools, and then be able to spend some family time together tonight. That's what it's all about. Let's get to work. All right, that's a wrap for today. We got the chamber in there. We filled some wood chips around it for multiple reasons. One, we just have a lot of wood chips, so we figured we might as well use them. I said in the other video, there used to be a ditch that ran in here. We want to get that cleaned out so that way it'll remove the water easier the next time we have one of those big storms. So we started using some of that, put it around the chamber. That's going to help just let the water drain and then seep into the soil. We started putting some dirt in here. We obviously have to get more. We don't want to take it all the way to the top, but close enough so that way the roots have a significant amount of dirt to grow into, and then hopefully move all the way down there to those wood chips and start breaking them down. Like I said, we didn't use any type of sediment screen or anything over the chamber, so we're just going to roll the dice and see how it goes. We do expect some stuff to get in there, but we'll just see how long it lasts for us. And we kind of like that idea, not putting that sediment stuff in there, because then we got to dig it out next time or whenever we have to redo it or something like that. So in true fashion, I will come back and get a video of this once it is full of dirt, but I'll probably be moving on to another project tomorrow because that's how anybody that does DIY stuff knows, you get it about 80 to 90% done, and then you hit the next one. So that's what we're gonna do. I will get back to you and show you once this is full. My wife's probably gonna find some dirt somewhere along the property and come fill this up. And thanks for watching. We'll see you later.